Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. Over 100 years ago, the dark wizard Halliwell prophesied his return, but Sheriff Aesop Stormwood swore his descendants would stop him. He created Stormwood and Associates with the sole purpose of defeating Halliwell in the future. It failed. Now the young Raz Stormwood and her friends have been framed for a crime they didn't commit, and they've escaped to the Morris Halata Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive operating on the edge of society. If you have a problem, they can solve it. But don't get in their way, or else you might get caught in the eye of the storm. Stormwood and Associates stars Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood, Nick Izumi as Bill Carpathia, Kyle Johnson as Tristan Babbitt, and Trey Dorn as NK and Kel O'Reilly. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. The Stormwood team is in the end game here, guys. They are going to try to take down Halliwell once and for all. And so they've done a whole bunch of stuff, guys. I can't explain it all. But anyways, they broke into their old building through Raz's apartment, discovered Jim Johnson sleeping on the couch. He used some sort of magical object to teleport out of there. And they went running then for the elevator as the cops were on their way, barely making it, and are now on their way down to the parking garage. Because to get to the parking garage, then they can use the business elevator to get to the old offices of Stormwood Associates that Halliwell is currently in. All right, does that make sense? So right now, the team has arrived in the parking garage on the elevator. The doors are opening, and let's just see what happens, guys. You guys look out into the parking garage, and it appears to be empty, but you think you hear something. Like there's a shuffling sound. Like literal shuffling, like you hear cards.
Babbitt, who melded into the shadows a long time ago and didn't say anything since, is going to creep out.
All right. So the parking garage in front of you is you're on the civilian, like the apartment side of the parking garage. Normally when we've gone down here in the game previously, it was to like a different side of it, like a different half of it, where the commercial elevator like for the businesses went to, which is where all the black SUVs were parked. This is there's a variety of cars parked here from the other residents in the building. The elevators are, the apartment elevator is out a little bit, and you all know this area well enough. It's just we've never described it in game, so I'm going to describe it for you because your character should be very familiar with this. The elevator, the elevators is, the wall is flat to the left of the elevators, but you know that to the right of the elevators, like it kind of bends behind it. Like there's more space behind. Like if you stepped right to the elevator, you'd effectively also then be able to turn right and then walk alongside where the elevators were. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the noise you're hearing could be from like behind the elevator area.
Okay. go look there.
All right. So you exit the elevator into the concrete-filled, parking garage. You're hidden. You're sneaking. Roll me a d10 as you turn the corner, though.
Four.
Okay. Yeah. You see, you see, someone leaning up against the wall, like side shuffling a deck of cards, and it is Royce standing there, side shuffling a deck of cards.
I knew it.
We just can't get rid of this guy.
I'll be back to the elevator and tell him that
right.
It's Royce.
How close did you get?
Just close enough to see who it was.
Okay. Yeah, you just saw Royce standing there. All right. So you're back at the elevators?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming telling everyone.
It's Royce. It's Royce. He's just standing there. Some cards.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Kind of cliche, but also, geez, this guy's persistent.
He's very dramatic.
Yeah, no kidding. So, what's the plan? We gonna go out there and end this fool?
Dan's trying to remember what the entire plan was. I forgot what we planned to do here in the car park.
So the plan was just to get up to the Stormwood office.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
So yeah, you got to switch elevators because you couldn't go through the front door because the lobby you knew was guarded by police, and so the only way in that you could think of was to break into the apartments because the apartments have a separate elevator from the businesses to the parking garage. But you couldn't go into the entrance of the parking garage and you couldn't go into the lobbies. So you broke into your apartment to take the elevator down to the parking garage from the apartments to get to the elevator up to the businesses. And the whole plan was just run in, guns blazing. So,
okay.
there was no plan. This is the Stormwood and Associates way.
Yeah, understood. I'm just like, yeah, shows you how much I remember from episode to episode.
There wasn't anything to remember.
That's why I forgot it. So I have another question. If a wardsmith dies, all their wards go with them, right?
That is up to the GM.
Okay. Just wondering. I mean, he's not in the way of us like getting to our like goal, right? He's just there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's between you and where you need to go.
Oh.
He's the way to get to the elevators to the business side are on the opposite side of the thing that you're on. So he's literally standing in the middle.
Oh. Well, until I can think of, man, I don't know. My brain hurts today.
NK's got her NK with a rocket-propelled grenade launcher strapped across her back, has 2 pistols out, and a Sharpie behind her ear.
Guns blazing? I ask her.
Guns blazing.
All right, let's fuck this guy up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in.
All right. Well then. Everybody roll me initiative, I guess.
I mean, if you want an official start, I could walk out, and with my gun pointed at him and shout, "Hey, Royce, heard you had a nice fall."
If you want to.
Let me cue the canned laughter and funny joke.
All right. So you're going to go out there? Everyone's just going to charge out? I'm going to have everybody roll initiative then, still.
Yeah, I already rolled my initiative, so.
What'd you get?
Oh, I can. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to math.
1d10 plus your swiftness plus 1. Because you're the main character.
Yeah, so 4 plus 2 more for the 2 inspires.
Plus 2, yeah.
I rolled a 10. So that's 17.
Yeah, you're going to probably go first. I mean, I'm just saying. You're definitely going before Royce. All right. Yeah.
14.
NK is did you include your plus 2 there on that?
I did.
14 Bill. All right, where's NK's character sheet?
Oh no.
NK's swiftness is NK got a 19 initiative.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if she doesn't beat me, I'll be very surprised.
Because she rolled a 9. All right. Babbitt, what's your initiative?
18.
All right, and then I need to roll Mara's because Mara is here. She's got a swiftness of 5, so she rolled shitty, but still goes before Royce. Okay. God, I haven't used Mara in combat in a long ass time. All right. So Babbitt already had roll for this, but I need everyone else to roll me a d10.
5.
10.
All right. So everyone's coming around the corner at roughly the same time, even though the initiative order is, a certain way. Bill, you notice something on the ground in front of Royce. There is a complex rune on the ground in front of him that extends probably about 20 feet around him.
All right, hold up, everybody. That's a ward.
What's good, motherfucker? NK starts shooting.
Seriously?
She didn't
Fine.
see it. We're in initiative. And before she gets a chance to attack, as she running around the corner. Ooh, she NK's about to attack, but as she's running around the corner, smacks right into a ward, sending her flying back through the air and into the side of a Miata. Tearing through its up, like its top is up and just going through the top of a Miata.
NK, you all right?
Science fucking sucks. Babbitt, you're up.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna go attack him.
I mean, you could just like avoid going that close to him.
It's not what Babbitt does.
That's true. Babbitt's hand-to-hand focus. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of something real stupid I could do on my turn.
So instead, Babbitt is going to disappear.
Weren't you already disappeared?
No, I told them that he was here.
Okay, yeah. So are you going to spend a sweet move point to do that? Or did
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Raz?
Okay, I just want to run a hypothetical by y'all. Do I have enough fitness to be able to throw Babbitt at Royce?
I would say on a sweet move you do, but...
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'm going to be getting through that ward.
I mean, it's all going to depend on what Babbitt roll. But also, you can't see Babbitt right now.
Yeah, so okay. I just wanted to put that out there. Hum-de-dum-da-dum.
So to answer your question, yes, on a sweet move, I would let you throw Babbitt. However,
Okay.
you would have to find Babbitt.
Yeah. If he didn't disappear, then I might have done that, but
What are you going to do?
I want to try just regular shooty attack at him.
All right. You shoot
See
your
what
gun at him.
happens. Yep.
All right, so roll me an attack. So 1d10 plus your range plus your level plus 1.
$12.
That hits.
I can count.
So 1d10 plus your range for damage.
$9.
All right. You shoot him, and he just looks at you like it was nothing.
Okay. I just curious
Yeah.
to see what happened.
Bill, you're up.
Can I dispel his ward? Is that a thing I can do?
Yes, it is.
Excellent.
That is
That's what I'm going to do.
That is literally the point of that spell.
Excellent. That's the first thing I'm going to do then.
All right, so let me get to find the dispel here. Dispel. So undo spell. This is a D10 challenge. So he gets to roll a D10 and you have to roll a D10. So roll me a D10.
All right. 10.
Fuck you. Okay.
Take that, you chicken shit, McNobody.
I want to tell you what he rolled a 9. Okay, like. He rolled a 9, and this is just a straight D10 for the rules. So, like, he was gonna... That... Like, because he wins a tie in that situation. So, you... Oh, fuck you. All right. The ward at his feet, the ward that's kind of this 20-foot radius around him, is just depowered immediately. You do see some surprise on his face.
Hey, chicken shit. I do magic too.
It brings us to Mara. Oh god, Mara can do tons of weird stuff. All right. What is Mara gonna do? Ooh, I gotta check the rules for that. Because I feel like using random shit that she can do for no good reason, but I have to make sure that this works in combat before I do it. All right. Mara transforms. Mara starts running at Royce and mid-run transforms into a wolf and lunges at him, attacking, biting at him, and she is going to attack. And she is going to, I don't think that's enough to hit him because that is a... Yeah, so she turns into a wolf very dramatically and it looks super cool, and then she leaps at him and he leans out of the way and she just ends up flying right by him because she rolled a 1 on her attack roll. So, yeah, that's not going to hit this character. Poor Mara. All right, she's going to have her cool dramatic moment. But she's still a wolf, so that's cool. That brings us to Royce. I had something very different planned for Royce right now, but you turned off his goddamn ward. This is predictable. As always, you folks are predictable. And he's going to... What's he going to do? I know what he's going to do. This is obnoxious. So, there he is in his stupid, rolled up, button up shirt with his tattoos out, but he's got this deck of cards, and he pulls out a card from the deck, and it glows white. And he fucking gambits it straight at Raz.
I knew it!
And Raz, you take 8 damage as the card explodes as it hits you.
My soak is 8.
No, this is an attack spell.
Oh, dip.
Bypasses soak. He's had, attack spell this whole... he's actually had regular magic this whole time. I just never used it. But he also was assuming he was, gonna be behind this big protective wall. So, he can't do what his original plan was. After he chucks the card at that exact moment, running out from the around the corner where the other elevator was is a very winded Jim Johnson holding a gun, going, "They're coming! They're Oh!" And he's going to take a shot at Bill.
Oh, come on.
All right. And Bill does a 10 hit.
Would that be
Swiftness plus your level. And remember, you get +2 on all your swiftness scores
right
for this combat.
It's still only 9.
So that'll hit. What's your fitness plus level? What's your soak? No bonuses
5.
on this. 5. Well, you're lucky because he rolled a 1 and did less than 5 damage, so you take nothing. He rolled so bad.
This little piggy went wee.
That brings us to NK, who is crawling out of the Miata. And Dust, brushes some broken glass from the car window off of herself. And she's going to take a shot at. She's going to take a shot at Royce. It's not a great roll, but her stats are pretty good. So range 8. What is Royce's dodge? She takes a shot and misses. Royce dodges. Babbitt, where at you?
Babbitt is going to invisibly take a running jump at Royce, duck into a spinning cannonball as he jumps, and just hit Royce in the head with his entire body, becoming invisible like a split second before he hits.
So we're going to say there are very dramatic, well-placed shadows to let you pull that off. Because remember, your disappearing is not magic. It is.
Yes.
You're not so much invisible so much as very well hidden, but I'll let you come out of a dramatic shadow in that attack. I'm assuming it's a sweet move?
Yes.
Does everybody vote that works?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. All right, so what's your that's going to be your bare hands plus your level.
Yep. 8.
Right in the face. Royce stumbles back. Can't believe you made me bleed my own blood. Raz, we're at you.
Who else's blood would you bleed? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. Gross. Dum 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 dum.
Was that a frickin' dodgeball reference?
What's dodgeball?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother explaining it to you. You're just. It would just fly right over your head.
So what are you doing, Raz?
Well, currently I'm razzing the crap out of him.
Hey-o!
Oh man, I don't know. As usual, I can't come up with any good sweet move ideas. I hate both of them, but Royce hurts more.
Royce hurts.
Oh.
I mean, you've got Royce, the guy who is just a dick, and Jim Johnson, the guy who lied to your family for the last 25 years.
Yeah, I know. But here's the theoretical. If I were to lodge the hook part of my grappling hook gun into the concrete wall, it's have it attached to myself, and then jump and retract it, would I be a ranged attack?
I would say that if you're striking them with your own body, I'd still count that as a bare hands.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my sweet move idea. Man, I do feel like Raz would go for Jim Johnson though.
I mean, you can go for Jim Johnson.
Well, what's behind him right now?
Okay, so he's just slightly past Royce. He came running around the corner, so what's behind him are effectively a bunch of black SUVs that used to belong to Stormwood and Associates.
Oh.
Because that's the other side of the garage where all the parking for the businesses is.
Oh. I could latch my grappling hook gun to one of those.
You sure could.
And then use myself as a bare hands attack.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
I vote that works.
I second that.
All right. So you shoot your grappling hook gun. It breaks the window of one of the SUVs and latches on the A pillar. And hit the retract to pull yourself and turn yourself into a projectile into Jim Johnson.
Yep.
All right. What's your bare hands plus level?
3.
Okay. You barrel yourself into Jim Johnson. The middle-aged man is knocked to the ground. His face is bloody. He is staring up at you.
All caps. Oh, I'm lording over him, and I'm just saying, like, all cops may be bastards, but this one's a little bitch.
Okay. Bill, we're at you.
All right. I think Royce deserves a little psychic flame for his troubles.
All right, launching the psychic flame at him. Yeah. What's your what is your then your range plus level?
Range down. 5.
Okay. So you hit him with some psychic flame, narrowly avoiding Babbitt, who's right next to him. And it kind of warps around Babbitt. And then striking him, and he is not too happy with that. Mara's gonna go, and Mara's still a wolf. Is gonna turn around and run at Royce again and try to bite him. She's gonna hit him, so she bites and latches onto his arm. And he's gonna take, what is her? Mara is gonna do, how much damage is Mara? I think Mara's gonna do some damage here. That is not amazing. Oh, that's the wrong stat. That makes more sense. All right. Mara is going to do no damage, but she's sure latched onto his arm. She just rolled awfully. All right. That then brings us to Royce, who he is going to, well, he's got a wolf clamped onto his arm, who even though she hasn't done any damage to him, he's going to try to throw the wolf off. Because, you know, that's what you do. He's going to hit. And, oh, how much damage is she going to take? Actually, wait, did I do that math wrong? Does he actually hit? Because I forgot about to add in the bonuses from the Inspires. Oh, let's redo that. He misses. Okay, so he tries to shake off Mara and can't. That brings us to Jim Johnson, who's on the ground looking up at Raz. I knew it was always going to come to this. It shouldn't have had to. I helped raise you, girl. Why couldn't you just stay gone? And he is going to raise his gun at you. And how bad is this attack going to be? What's your current dodge? So what's your swiftness plus the bonuses plus your level plus an extra for being the main character?
Oh. 7.
Okay, he hits. He had an 8, so that's why I was curious if that was going to hit you or not. So he shoots at you, and he's going to hit you. What's your soak?
8.
Yeah, you just, it's a flesh wound. You take no damage from that. NK is going to try to shoot Royce. And yeah, that'll hit. And is that going to do damage? That's the real question. He's going to take 1 damage from that because she did not roll well, but her stats are good enough where he still takes something. All right, so Babbitt, we're back at you.
Okay, so Royce still has a wolf on his arm, so he's presumably punched down a bit.
Yeah, he's kind of
leaving his chin well in range of my uppercut.
Yes.
All right, so that. Just a regular attack.
Just a regular attack? All right, so roll me your attack. So 1d10 plus your bare hands plus level.
11.
Yeah, that'll hit. All right, so roll me damage.
Okay,
so 1d10 plus your bare hands.
12.
That is, yeah, that'll do something. Not a lot, but something.
All right, that's something.
Yeah. All right, that brings us back to Raz. Jim Johnson is on the floor, and he just took a shot at you. And he is looking mighty fucked up.
I am going to grab him by the front of the shirt, lift him up to my helmeted face.
Oh God, you're still wearing that damn helmet.
Yeah, I am! And whisper to him, "You are a fucking disgrace to the Stormwood name." And I'm going to headbutt him with the helmet on.
All right, roll me your attack. 1d10 plus your melee, because of the helmet, plus your level.
Fell off the table.
Plus 1.
Ooh. 10.
Yeah, you hit him. So roll me damage. 1d10 plus your melee.
5.
All right, so this is an important question for you.
Uh-oh.
Is this a lethal attack?
I wanna say for a split second, she doesn't want to kill him. But then a little voice in her head, probably Cal.
Yeah, no, kill this motherfucker. Literally,
Yeah.
He needs to die. He needs to be gone.
And lethal damage.
All right. You headbutt Jim Johnson. I have to tell you, so he only has a soak of 4.
Oh.
He has a maximum damage of 10 and was at 9 damage.
Oh.
Your 5 damage
Oh. And I thought I wasn't doing enough.
is the exact amount to end him.
Wow.
And that's why I had to ask you that question. So, Jim Johnson falls as a lifeless heap on the ground after you headbutt him.
I lift up the visor of my helmet and spin on him. Then I shut it.
All right, so as Jim Johnson dies, you guys hear the electronic doors to the parking garage begin to open, and a lot of voices, like a lot of people are coming. Royce looks up and smiles while he's got Mara biting on his arm. Cavalry's here. You hear like a couple of police sirens.
Royce, you're the only person I know who'd be proud of the fact that you wouldn't be worth shit if they didn't show up to save your ass.
All right, so I'm gonna say, Bill,
Yeah.
you're about to have an awkward moment.
Oh boy.
It's okay, but you hear a voice in your head, Bill. You hear Mara's voice in your head. Go.
With flippity flapjacks.
Go upstairs. Run. I'll keep Royce here. I'll take care of this. Just everybody go. Bill, you're the only one hearing this.
We got to get up there, you guys. Mara's got it under control. We got to trust her right now.
I got this.
Let's go.
Sure. Apparently Bill understands wolves now. That's a new thing. Okay.
Didn't
And
know
Kate
I
goes
could
running.
do that until just now either. It's weird.
Cool. Maybe later you can do dances with them.
For those of you who have not looked over the vampire rules, there is a vampire ability called vampiric bond, where a vampire
Oh.
can develop a telepathic connection with the single person they are closest to.
Aww.
She's got a thing for Bill.
Aw.
Yeah. Bad news, Bill. Mara's in your head all the time and you don't know it.
That clicks with Bill as we run past.
He just kind of like hesitates for a half second.
God damn it.
All right. Thankfully, because Jim came down the elevator opens immediately when you hit the button. It is a good 4 inches lower than the garage level. And as the as the elevator doors close, you hear a number of people opening fire with guns, and you hear a wolf growl. And then you hear some splatter noises that you don't think... you think Mara's fine. That's just all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, I don't think she was... I don't think she was talking tough. I think she actually has...
Bill, you know that Mara's fine. And you're very uncomfortable that you know that.
Well, the good news... There's two pieces of good news. There are fewer police officers, and Mara's doing fine.
Why is this elevator so slow? We're literally going from the basement to the second floor.
They've always been slow.
NK begins to unsling the rocket launcher from her back. Just casually. Let's see the rocket-propelled grenade. Just launcher from her back. The elevator approaches the second floor. And the doors slide open. We see what the former reception area of Stormwood and Associates. Sitting behind the desk at the front is a very stressed out looking Dolores Arcturus on her phone, frantically punching something into her phone as Raz, you get a text as the elevator doors are opening. You get this text that just whatever's happening is bad. This is bad. I'm going to go. And then she looks up and sees all of you with NK holding a rocket propelled grenade launcher. And she goes wide-eyed and goes, "Oh shit," and runs. And runs for the stairs. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network. And that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.